Hello there folks, these are the hands of me, Dan Brown, from a sort of interestinglife.com, and as you can see we have got a table in front of us full of absolutely lovely Leuchtturm 1917 notebooks, and my goodness me, there's certainly plenty of colours to choose from. We're not really interested in these outside ones today, but I just wanted to put these central four into context, that Leuchtturm 1917 have an unbelievable range of colours and all sorts of things, like this neon one. This one I really do like the general style of, because it's almost has a matrix pattern sort of effect on it as you move it, and the light catches different elements of slight reflective parts. But anyway, I've done videos on all of these sorts of things in the past, so what we're going to have a look at is this new set of colours here. As you can see, they are a lot less bright and outrageous than maybe something like that, but I particularly like the gold one. It's not these aren't super glossy looking. They're any sort of shine that you're seeing at the minute is the cellophane wrapping on them. But I suppose rather than me just talk about it, let's actually dive in and have a proper look. Now, I've talked many times about my love of Leuchtturm notebooks and how I prefer them to Moleskine for various different reasons, and we'll have a look in one of these in just a moment to see just what that is. But first things first, I'll just put one of these next to a Moleskine notebook of obviously a very similar size, and you can see instantly there that the Leuchtturm ones are slightly wider, which is something that I prefer, I think, overall, to be writing just slightly wider across. It doesn't look like much, but when you're actually writing and you've got it fully open, that's obviously sort of doubling the extra width that you get on one page and then adding it on the other as well. If that makes sense or not, I'm not sure. But I do like these, and I like these. These are my preferred notebooks for sort of standard format desktop notebooks. So without further ado, I suppose, I don't know which one that we should dive into first. We have got these ones here which are dotted, dot grid style pages, and we have got plain notebooks as well. Let's have a look. I think, yes, both of our gold and silver ones here are plain. So I think we will have a look inside the purple one and then a look inside the gold one. So without further ado, let's dive in. Now, the main reason I wanted to do this video was because I just wanted to show you the new colours in general rather than go over the exact details of each notebook. But if we have a look, and if we put that strap back around, just have a look in general at the notebook itself. It's a nice hardcover, this one, I believe. Yep. First of all, on the inside, I've got a little bit of information and just the sort of thing that you would expect. Name and address for, obviously, if you lose it, and identification purposes. And looking at the back here, this is what I really love about them. You've got, just as you would expect on a notebook like this, a fold-out pocket. And this is the small detail, and like the details make all the difference, is the Leuchtturm slogan, as you can see written there. And it's things like this that I really love, having these stickers to go on the front cover and down the spine, and there's just something fantastic about it. In fact, as I've probably shown in a previous video, apologies for leaning all over the shot there if I did, I've got something like this, which was my little diary that I kept over last winter, and obviously here on the front, here we've got now about a lad, blah blah blah, and once again, now about lad and what it was. And it's just that little bit of sort of general archiving thing that I really like. And I can just imagine if you had a load of these, all with their different stickers down the spine, lined up on a shelf, it would just look fantastic. So I'm a big fan of that, and I'm a big fan of these in general because of these little extra things that you get thrown in. Equally, if we have a look here, you may be able to tell, as I say, this is a dot grid notebook, but the pages are also numbered. And the important thing, obviously, if you've got numbered pages, is then to have an index or contents set of pages where you can say, right then, what's on this page, what's on that page, and obviously fill in page number and what it is in these front couple of pages. So that's just one of the little touches, or a few of the little touches, that I love about these Leuchtturm notebooks, and why I do really love these as opposed to other brands. And if you've seen my other notebook videos, then you'll know, my goodness me, I've got an awful lot of brands of notebook up on the shelf just out of shot there. Anyway, what we really should have a look at, I suppose, is the dot grid paper on the inside. And dot grid is another thing that I'm a big fan of in terms of writing, because obviously you're not having lined paper, and I prefer to write on blank paper whenever possible. But by having dots, they don't really interfere with anything. I don't know if you can see that very well, whether it's focusing or not. Oh, look at that, much better. But even there, I think that the camera is making the dots look far more pronounced and far more defined and darker than they actually are in real life to the naked eye. But you can see now something like that. Obviously, if you're doing drawings or writing like me, just freehand on plain paper, putting in these little very subtle series of dots so that you can try and keep everything going in a straight line. And of course, particularly for drawing and reference, of going, right then, if I'm trying to draw this scene here, or if I'm doing this, that, or the other, especially with technical drawings, it's easy to go, right then, that's 3 dots high, so in that case we'll make that part 4 dots high, and that should line up with the horizon, and so on. Anyway, that's been a terrible, terrible explanation and quick look at that. Right, what I'm personally very interested in seeing is this, the gold notebook. This is a plain notebook, so that's definitely something that instantly is going to push it up onto my list of notebooks to use for the future. In fact, I may just start using this later on this evening, in fact. But let's just dive in and have a proper look. So, let's peel this up. I apologise if you can hear any noise outside. I'm currently at my mother's house recording this in my old bedroom. If you're unfamiliar with my videos, then please check them out. I live on a little narrowboat and do lots of general writing and general things based around organisation and notebooks, as well as plenty of outdoors stuff, walking, boating and biking. And yeah, as we just have a quick look and generally give this a 360 around, hopefully you can see how gold this is and how gold it isn't, if that makes sense. It's not like super shiny gold, but I have got quite a bright light source just out there, which may give the camera the illusion that it's a little bit shinier than it is. Well, I'm enjoying the look of this very much. If we just pop this open, suppose really what I should have done is actually read some of these things off the back here. So, this is 249 numbered pages, blank table of contents, 8 perforated and detachable sheets, expandable pocket, page marker and elastic, enclosure band, the thread-bound book opens flat, sticker for labelling and archiving, dimensions 145 by 210 millimeters, ink-proof paper and acid-free paper. And once again, it's something nice and simple like this. Oh, I like this one. It's got a little bit of a gold inlay around the name and address area there. Oh, very nice touch. In fact, let's actually get this bookmark out. If I can somehow work my way towards it. You can tell that I'm panic recording this at the moment. So we have got that there. Oh, but look at that. We have also got a second bookmark. Very fancy. And you can see there, we have obviously got the lined one there so that you can tell, oh yeah, right, the lined one is this item, or the lined one is where we've written up to in this notebook, and the gold one is, for example, say, earlier reference material that we want to actually get to. Oh, and you know what I almost missed? With this being a plain notebook, as well as the stickers and everything else that you get, you also get a squared sheet of paper and a lined sheet of paper as your basic guideline and ruler. So obviously, if you pop this into the back of one of these pages here, that again is going to hopefully help you write a little bit straighter. Don't know if you can see that shining through or showing through the page there. But again, it's all those little details that I really love about these Leuchtturm notebooks. And yeah, gold, silver, blue, sort of aquamarine blue maybe, and obviously a nice dark purple there. We've also got, just for argument's sake, these pen loops, which if we pop this open, are very simple and pretty much exactly what you expect. Just a simple pen loop there, which is nice simple elastic to pop your pen in, and then this rather large area here, which obviously you place in the book wherever you want, front cover, back cover, depending on how you like them set up. And in fact, my little pocket notebook and diary and wallet that I use has got one of these stuck to it, which I use as my general sort of Dear Diary type of journal. So again, that's something that's nice and simple, sticks down with that poking through, and obviously that large area hopefully gives you a nice solid area to take your pen in and out if it gets a little bit tight and won't pull off from the page, which I certainly haven't had any problem with my pocket notebook over the last year or so. Anyway, this has been a very quick, very rambling, chaotic talk about notebooks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll check out my other notebook and organiser videos for a huge amount, and I mean a huge amount of notebooks and general journals, filofaxes, organisers, goodness knows what else. Anyway, subscribe and check out my other videos for notebook stuff and, like I say, living on a boat stuff, lovely scenery from the Shropshire countryside, hidden away in the corner of England and Wales. Feel free also to like the Facebook page and add me personally on Facebook and Twitter for some lovely photos through the window of the boat and so on. And if you're really interested in notebooks, then check out my books for the Kindle. You may like a narrowboat and a notebook if you're watching this video. But until the next time, have a fantastic day, and I hope to see you around soon. Keep it notebook based, and farewell.